I've been dealing with depression for the last 3 to 4 years. I started medication as advised by my psychologist, which has really helped. But I also started smoking marijuana recreationally, and I'm wondering if there's anything I should be worried about. Is it safe to use marijuana when dealing with depression? And this is a really important topic. More states have legalized recreational marijuana. It's becoming a more common question. People we know are self-medicating. The question is pros, cons, when it's good versus when it's potentially really bad.
That's right. And I think it's important because it actually acts on some of the same receptors that our first-line antidepressants act on. So that serotonin receptor, it affects it. And so it can potentially not only affect how well your medication's working for you, but people who use marijuana more regularly, when they come down from the medication, they actually experience withdrawals like depression and anxiety. So that complicates the picture further. And one of my main concerns is, of course, it does affect your cognitive function also. And so when it does impact your attention, your processing speed, the way you go about solving problems, you know, all of this is going to actually impact that person's life and also their depression development.
One of my biggest fears with the legalization of marijuana is that it's a medicine.
Yes.
And yet we have zero good studies out there as far as if it's effective for things like depression. For some people, what would be the right dosing? Are there people out there, if you're going to consider marijuana, that you should specifically be working with?
Well, yeah, and I think this is potentially one good side effect of legalization because maybe we'll see more studies. Right now, we just don't have good studies about what it really looks like to dose marijuana or what happens to people on a more systematic basis when they use it at the same time as an antidepressant. And so, absolutely, I think if there gets to a point where we can actually be more specific and say, yes, this is okay, potentially more than that, this dose would be harmful. But the problem is people use it whenever they feel like it. They're feeling distressed, and the first thing they do is just reach for marijuana because it brings them that temporary relief. Because marijuana does work to calm people down, at least temporarily, it's hard to establish a coping strategy that might take time and resources to develop. And so we have to get in there and kind of educate people about, if you are taking it, you really need to talk to your doctor and be 100% honest about how much you're using.
Because this is me not being a psychologist or a psychiatrist. Depression is a different beast than I'm trying to calm down. Depression is hopelessness.
Yeah.
Depression is you either sleep all day or you don't sleep at all. Depression is literally you've maybe had thoughts about suicide. I just really struggle thinking that marijuana is going to be an answer for someone with true severe depression.
That it actually worsens the risk of depression.
Seems like it would. My advice would be do not self-medicate with marijuana 100%. For depression, because there's absolutely no good studies out there that show it's going to help, potentially could worsen it.
Yes.
But do talk with your doctor about what's safe for you.